Watch how to fix a big hole in the door like this to this. Let's get to it. This method will work in a situation like this, where there's no damage to the door on the other side. Subscribe to see when I release a video showing how to fix a door that has a hole completely through it, a hole on both sides. This method is also cheaper and easier than replacing the door. Although you will lose the wood grain pattern look the door has, it still is a cheaper option than replacing the door. The hole has a crack here. It makes this part kind of bouncy. The edge here is sticking out. But before anything, I'm going to foam spray it first. I'm using this kind here that's in a red can. Screw the tube on. When you spray it, you want to make sure to get behind the panel. This is going to swell up, dry, and get hard. It takes 8 hours to fully dry. Okay, it's the next day and look what happened here. It cracked the door. I used this spray 100 times and it's only when I decide to make a video that this happens. But no worries, I'll show you how to fix this too. The first thing I need to do is cut the excess out. The best way to cut this off is with a keyhole saw or use an air duct knife like I got here. It has teeth on one side to use as a saw and it has a long blade. Cut it flush with the door. Now I need to cut out behind where it swelled up at and dig it out some. Again, normally this doesn't happen, but I'm kind of glad it did so I can show you how to fix this in case it happens to you. Now you want to cut out more. Try to make it where the foam is just below the surface of the door. You also want to cut out a little bit behind the door panel. You can see this part is solid now. That's what we want. Scrape the excess foam off around the hole. Use a utility knife to cut the edge of the hole that is sticking out. Do this all around. Now use a straight edge that's wider than the hole and slide it across the hole. Cut out any part of the foam that touches the edge. You don't want it to touch. I need to cut a little bit more off. Clean off any little loose specks that can give you trouble later. This is how you want it to look. So you see this is bouncy. This is good. It's only bouncy here because I dug some of it out. You've seen how it was. Now this, I do want to take a little bit more out. So I'm going to fill this part right here with Bondo. And that'll keep that from bouncing once it get hard. So now that's that like that. We're going to mix up the Bondo. There's the activated hardener. Get you some mixing tools. Okay, this can be used on wood, metal, drywall, concrete, masonry surfaces, paintable, permanent, non-shrinking. And it says to mix amount you can use in 3 to 4 minutes. This stuff smells very strong. The hardener sometimes comes out too liquidy, especially if it's been sitting around for a while. It's a good idea to mix it in the tube before using it. It doesn't take a lot. Read the instructions to know exactly the amount to use. I'm eyeballing it. If you use too little, the Bondo won't get hard. When you put this on, make sure you stuff it in around the edges. You'll see what happens later if you don't. Easier to get it off now while still in a workable state, soft. Never mind how it looks right now. This is just the first coat. To be honest, it's kind of easier and faster to leave it on kind of thick and use an electric sander to sand it down. But I know most of you don't own an electric sander, so you want to get it close to where you won't have to do as much sanding as possible. Let that dry 20-30 minutes and we'll come back to it. Clean your putty knobs now too while it's still wet. Don't let this dry or you'll be screwed. Because of the location of this hole, I'm using Bondo. If not, I would use lightweight spackle. Lightweight spackle dries to like a rubbery finish. So that's because of the location of this hole. I will not use spackle because this spot here is most likely where somebody will knock on the door. This dries to a hard finish, solid finish versus the spackle. Now, if the hole was down here somewhere, this is not where nobody normally would knock unless you got little kids. Then if the hole was down here or something, then I will use spackle. But because this is up high, this is where somebody would more likely knock, I'm using, I'll use Bondo. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours. You can see how hard this is. feel right here, see there's no more bounce in it. Bouncing here, but here, I forgot to tuck it in. So you have that much play in it. But I'll show you how to fix that too. So when you go to do it, make sure you tuck it in all the way around all the edges. But this is what I was saying, you see. So if they knock, it'll sound the same. And you don't have to worry about that cracking up or anything. This crack is kind of small. So the next round, I'm gonna make sure I get enough Bondo in behind it. So I'm gonna just open it up a little bit more. Before we put another coat, we're gonna sand it down some. And you can see if it's flat, and how much you need to sand. If you get straight edge and run it along it, you can see where it's hitting. So I see right there, I'm hitting here. So just sanding it real quick will help smooth it out. Got some sandpaper. This is 220. Hit all the edges and whatever's poking out. And I'm gonna run my knife again. See, now it's nice and smooth, no bumps. Dust off. Now I'm gonna mix another batch and smooth it out. So I mix it again. This time I'm not making so much. That's how you want it, nice creamy. Okay, again, I'm gonna make sure I get it in here this time. Your 6-inch, push down on it, slide it across. Now it has a little crack right there. Fill that in too with this Bondo. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on thick, and then I can just sand it later. Again, try to follow the contour of the door. So it's the next day. You see the crack is gone. This thing is super hard. Not gonna crack up. Then you get your sandpaper. Keep sanding it by hand. You can keep applying this, then let it dry, sand it again, and you can keep doing this as much times as it takes to where you get it to where you're happy with it. Let me show you how much faster it is with a sander. I'm gonna cheat. Okay, I'm pressing on time, so I'm gonna use my Orbital sander. If you use this to a well-ventilated area, have your mask on. to a wet rag, wipe the dust off. It's really looking much better. Now we'll do it again. We'll fill up all of this. And this time we won't need that much. Again. And then we'll go back to the door. Basically just putting it on and taking it right back off. See little things like that, you can just let that dry, hand sand it, and then paint it. Okay, so let's dry it again. But you get the point. It's better than what it was. Let me get some primer. Expect to have to paint the whole door too. I'm using kilts. You will only have to prime the area you're dealing with, but you're still going to want to paint the whole door. So here's what it's looking like. Now the bad thing is that you won't get your wood grains back, but this looks a lot better than what it was. And you could have made it look even, you can make it look even better. Just apply more Bondo, sand it, and do the same thing and spread. But you can see that's better than what it was, cool. That's it for this video. And remember, I made this channel to help y'all out. So help me out. Share this channel with a homeowner or a renter. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful to you, don't forget to hit that like, bell, and subscribe button for me. Until next time, peace.